malfunction with the times I had this live set for. I had it set for 1969. Not sure how I did that. So I've only got a couple people waiting in the live chat. Good morning, Teresa. I see a couple other people hopping on. If you are hopping on, say hi. Let me know who you are, where you're watching from. My name is Bri. I'm the owner and artist of Upcycled by Bri. And this morning I have a European cottage thrift haul. So if you follow me, you know my vibe has really been like industrial farmhouse, metal, rust, all of that good like crusty texture. But I am kind of feeling these like cozy neutral vibes for fall. So I've been painting with pink and like using these peachy colors for decor, which is totally different for me. But we're gonna hop right into this haul. All the items are already live and up on my site, upcycledbybri.com, in the Shop the Haul collection. I've got that dropped in the comments. And then also if you're catching the replay, it'll all be down in the description box below for you. I'm gonna tilt this just a little bit. Good morning, good morning. I see y'all hopping on. I've got a little bit of caffeine here, don't mind me. My allergies have been bad and I haven't been sleeping super well. Kind of a bummer, but it happens. I know, Teresa says, who are you with these light colors? Ugh, I'm gonna pull up some pricing here and we'll get going. I don't know, I'm just ready for like cozy. I did cottage core last fall. Like it was all about the cottage core. So this isn't new for me, it's just a little different. Let's start off with these adorable little spice jars. So they are metal, they're like tin. And they were priced individually originally, so they really had spices in them. Somebody got them from some store somewhere. There, I've got about 17 people on, everybody's finding me. Good morning. We're doing a little bit of European cottage haul here. So they've still got like the remnants of the spices in them. If y'all want to clean them out and use them, totally acceptable. But I thought they would just be really cute for decor. They've got that beautiful cottage vibe going on. And if you noticed, I kind of matched my haul today. So these are up and listed in the Shop the Haul collection. The 10-piece set is only $22.95. How cute would these look on a Hoosier or like a hutch in the kitchen for fall? All right. Good morning, Creative DIY on Purpose. Good morning, Gina. Some of my tastes don't exactly trend, but it's what I love. You love European. Good. Well, Gina, you're going to love this haul. So, 10 spice jars, $22.95. Next up, let's look at some copper. So my copper has been selling like crazy. I think I've only got a couple pieces up on my site right now, but I could not pass up the Copper Angel. I know we're in fall, but I am already shopping for Christmas for sure. And look at the price, 25 cents. And y'all know, maybe you don't know, I get 30% off at this particular thrift store because it's the same owner as the antique mall where I have my booth. So all the prices you saw, 30% off of that. Oh, and that spice set I bought for $6.95. So it was a little bit higher, but totally worth that one. Ooh, Teresa said she bought something up for me today. Y'all, I can't wait to show you what it is. So there's definitely some patina, some rust, corrosion, whatever on this. I would say decor only, but how cute in a Christmas kitchen vignette. And the little angel's only $6.95. I've got a couple of lower priced items on this haul. I know I've had some higher priced things going up lately, so I wanted to give everybody a fair shot. These little napkin rings. Hey, good morning, Cheryl. I'm going to move my comments forward here so I'm not looking to the side so much. I've actually got some room today because it's not such a big haul. These little napkin rings I loved. They were made in the Philippines. Solid wood, really good quality and in great shape. There's a set of 6, and I start picking napkin rings up around the holidays because people are more apt to do table settings, I feel like, when they have company over and they do their fancy holiday dinners. So I grabbed these. I had some up last week that sold pretty quick too. And this is $9.95 on the set. I paid about $1.50. Really pretty. And you could go like farmhouse with this. You could go more rustic. The little jute twine on it is super versatile. All right, who else is on? Got quite a few people on this morning. Y'all let me know what colors you're decorating with for fall. I've got a lot of answers, lots of greens, lots of like plum colors. We're gonna paint a little bit with some cherry pick today, which is a pretty plum color. Speaking of already painted, this is what we started last week that I was having a hard time with. It's still up and available, $14.95 for this little wheelbarrow. But if you weren't on last week, this was like red and blue kind of primitive colors. We did DIY crinoline, DIY prairie gray, and then I did go ahead and paint all the green spots with the gypsy green. So if you were curious what the gypsy green looked like, there it is in person. And then this is prairie gray as well. So here's a great example of how wonderful DIY wax is, because these are both prairie gray. The pots were waxed with white wax, and then the wheel was waxed with dark wax. So same color, totally different look. Great way to change up the look of your items without buying a bunch of different colors of paint. Hello, Sonia from Fair Oaks. How are you? So y'all let me know, what do you think about my little crafty paint job? It's been a while since I painted something so little. I was struggling. Oof, but we got it done. Okay. I think, ooh, let's see. Let's do my favorite find from the week. This is hard. I would say it's between these two. I think I like this one better just because it almost looks rusty, but still very, very European. So I saw these pots. Now I know technically it's not spring, it's not summer. Plants are kind of, you know, going out or whatever, but I couldn't pass it up. I mean, these are the textures that we are always trying to replicate as DIYers, and the prices on these were insane. $3.95, insanely good. And I think this one was $2.95, maybe $3.95. The sticker fell off. But they are really good quality and they're solid. They're gonna be a little tough to ship, but they were so pretty I thought they'd be worth it. So I went ahead and grabbed them. See what I have them priced at here. I put all this stuff up days ago and I cannot remember. $24.95 on this one and $22.95 on this one. Aren't those gorgeous? And even though, okay, so like, it's not spring, it's not summer, maybe we're not doing so much floral in our home, but even if you took, this one's a little bit big, like a pumpkin, and set it on top of these, when that was a little bit smaller. I wish I had another one over here. But you get the idea. Like, how cute is that? It doesn't have to be greenery in these. Super cute. If they don't sell, I'll keep them. But I stuck a little baby's breath in these just to style them and stage them. They're so pretty. And I paired them in the pictures with this little peachy pumpkin. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Obviously, they're my favorite. I'll shut up now about them. I do have a plant problem, so planters are one of my favorite things to shop for. Loving the baskets. We'll look at the baskets here, Sonia. Hey, Deborah, first time joining from Minnesota. Welcome to my Saturday morning thrift haul. Okay, so let's talk baskets. This one was not thrifted in this haul. Sorry. I don't know if it should count or not, but I did list it. So it is up on my site. I got it a while back in an estate clean out, but it's gorgeous. It is super solid. This would be a great blanket basket. Like, there's no give to it. I'm hugging it hard. It's got a really good structured bottom and the patina on it. It's got some great patina. So a little bit of breakage, a little bit of watermarks, whatever, but that's what makes it look like it's been around in a European cottage for a long time. And it just went really well with the vibe, so I thought I would show it. It's a big one, and I was going to keep that one, but I don't know what's been wrong with me. I've been purging decor. Oh, but I bought something for myself, and it's been a long time. I bought something yesterday from the antique mall, and I'm going to do like a little booth reset, shop my antique mall with me next week, and I'll show you what I got. You'll love them. So I've been selling things, but I actually bought myself a little something. So good basket, very good one. And let me show you, I guess, the blanket hanging out of it. So this is just like a little crocheted shawl. I paid about $1.50 for it. And I think, you know, it's meant to be It was crocheted to be like a shawl, which is great. But I really love these for decor because you can hang them out of smaller baskets without them looking like, you know, too bunched up. You know, it's just, they just lay nicer in some smaller baskets. So if you have a booth or you just like setting up little vignettes, how great is that? See, if you were trying to like shove a full-size blanket in this, it would just, it'd be too much. And obviously this is handmade. Somebody put some love into it, so I like to save them, of course. And it is $14.95. No rips, no stains, no tears, no pilling. Super pretty. And very, very white. If you guys like more of the cream color, this is like super, super white. Teresa said that she just shopped like crazy at 90% off at the Hobby Lobby, bought some metal baskets. Who have I become? Not normally a basket person. You're welcome, Teresa. I'm like engraving it in your brain. Baskets, baskets, baskets. Let's look at this metal basket. So this is very like French country, European cottage. This little swirly metal has been very popular. I just sold a couple of wire shelves last week that had kind of this design. So when I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, we'll grab this. I paid around $2, $1.95 for it. Not much. I meant to grab my receipt and I forgot. But again, even if you're not doing floral right now, pumpkins can go in everything. And it's got a great, great look on it. Little white chippy. It's not old, but it's a good replica. $13.95, excuse me. And if y'all need any links dropped specifically, let me know. I can do that for you. I went ahead and dropped the collection there if anybody is needing to shop. If y'all do see something you like, go ahead and grab it. Don't leave it in your cart too long because things do go fast. And then if you purchase, you know, multiple orders within 24 hours, I'll combine them and refund shipping. If I was a cat person, this would 100% stay with me. But I know I've got other cat lovers out there. My cats sell pretty quick. This is concrete, 100% cement, totally vintage, hand painted, and it's the green eyeballs for me. And the little sad face. Look how sad he is. It kind of matches my nails. I love him. Her, him, her. I think it's a little him. $19.95 on the concrete cat. Totally vintage, totally adorable. And I thought the green eyes would be good for the fall. Good morning, Phyllis. How are you? We are just looking at some of my thrifted items from the week, and then we're going to paint some rolling pin handles. I've got a ton of filming to do today, so I can't be on too long, so we'll do a little quick painting. I picked this spool up. It is like cardboard or whatever, but I loved the colors, very white, and then the red tip I thought would be really good for Christmas coming up. It was $1.99. Of course, I got 30% off of it, so paid up a little bit for it, but I thought it would be great in a vignette, just to add a little bit of height, a little bit of shape. Let me know if you decorate with a thread and spools. I love, it's not really industrial, I guess, but sometimes the wooden spools, you know, the wooden metal spools are super industrial. Now, $6.95 on the spool of string. Excuse me. Another little brass piece. I liked this one. I haven't been buying a ton of brass. I've got a lot loaded on my site already, and then I have got a ton of brass personally. I love it. So sometimes it's hard not to. $1.95 on this one. So I paid about $1.30-ish, $1.40-ish. But it's got a great design. I liked the geometric shapes on it. A little different than what you see. So the fancy brass pot is only $10.95. And of course, I'll grab the stickers off of all of this stuff. I'll clean them up a little bit before I ship them out, or paint them if they're painted items. But I leave the stickers on to show you guys, because otherwise I don't remember. I used to remember prices and where I got things a lot better, but after years of picking, oof, it's all running together. Oh, Teresa said thanks. Thanks, Teresa. She said don't forget the thumbs up. I always forget that part. And sprinkle it out with a friend if you don't mind. I have been collecting numbers, and I thrifted again yesterday. I sat down and filmed and edited thrift hauls. I haven't done one of those for a while, so I thrifted twice this week. It was great, and I scored both times. But I got more numbers yesterday, and I'm going to do a numbers project. I've been collecting these metal numbers for a while now. I've got some loaded up to my site. I think some brass 8s, maybe some other ones, but I've got a ton of metal numbers, and I'm thinking kind of like industrial drawer. I don't know yet exactly, because they're all different. So like, I've seen that Upcycled paper where it's a bunch of like vintage numbers and prints. I don't know which one that is. I've never used it. I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about. If you do, if you know, you know. But stay tuned, because I'm going to have something really cool. I can feel it. It's going to be lots of color, lots of textured paint, metal numbers. It's all coming to life in my head. Hey, Hannah, how are you? Oh, Hannah said she's been seeing my reels this week, and she said good job, and that is a huge compliment, because Hannah Banana Creations, if y'all aren't following her, go check her out. She is like the queen of cute reels. So good. I've been trying hard. I put up one this morning on that cute little flora bench I did and sold yesterday, and it's got like 7,000 views or something crazy in an hour. So I was like, heck yes, go me. Oh, Teresa said she thinks they're like bingo numbers. You might be right. The Upcycled paper bingo numbers. I don't know what I'm going to do with these, but they're not listed because I'm using them. And 50 cents a piece, metal numbers. I can't go wrong. This little green enamel pot was overpriced at $4.95, but I couldn't help it. And if this doesn't sell, I will keep it. I'm loving this like deep green foresty color. Great for decor. I would say don't cook in it. I mean, whatever. Y'all are big kids. Country Cottage by Ultrex. I didn't even see that. It is Cottage. But if you want to cook with it, great. I personally wouldn't. But like, look at this. Y'all can put pumpkins in anything. This is going to be my motto for fall. Put a pumpkin in it. And for Christmas, it's put a Christmas tree in it. A basket, a box, a pot. It's all fair game. So only $14.95 on this little green cast iron guy, which is insane because it's cute and it's going to sell fast and I kind of want it. But I think it's fair. It's not super big, but it is super cute. Okay, a couple more things here. Let's look at this. It's fine. Let's look at this chair. Again, I wanted to keep this, but I don't need it. It's in really good shape. A little bit of like water spot damage, so I'm going to give it just a light scuff sand. And then probably hit it with like some hemp oil or some dark oil wax. So we'll freshen the wood up, but I'm not going to paint it because the wood color on it is beautiful. And then the patina around like the staples where the rust has just kind of dripped a little. You can't beat that. The chair was, I believe, around $4 after my discount. Hello, Melissa. Good morning. Melissa just snagged her some Klingon brushes and they have arrived. I'm excited to see what you do with them. $32.95 on the mini porch chair, and it folds up, which is why I grabbed it, because it won't be too hard to ship. So cute. And again, put a basket on it, put a pumpkin on it, or you can put your butt on it. I tested it. I weigh about $1.40, and you can sit on it if you want. Well, at your own discretion. A kid could definitely sit on it. Okay. Last up is this big, huge round basket. I grabbed it because I thought I was going to use it for another blanket basket post. It didn't quite work. My post is too big. I've got a beautiful, gigantic post that I'm looking for the perfect basket for. But this one had great patina. It's got a couple little breaks on it, you know, because it's kind of that grapevine, but nothing major. It's got some fuzz. So what I like to do is I'll get out my air compressor and put the air spray nozzle on it and then just hit these baskets. And did y'all know you can wash them too if they're real gross? Grab some Dawn Power Wash, a little scrub brush, spray them down outside, and then make sure you've got them in the sun so they can dry. So maybe not like a great winter task, but you can definitely wash your baskets. Hey Stephanie, good morning. Don't worry ladies, if you didn't get a notification, it's because I set this live for 1969. I don't know. But we're here. We're here, we're doing it. $24.95 on that. Did I say that? I paid about $1.50 for it. What's winter? Yeah, Teresa, you don't have winter, do you? Down there in Florida. Okay, and then I wanted to show y'all these boards. There's only one left because this is kind of what inspired the thrifting. I found that snowman, that huge snowman plank last week, and I cut it down into these European inspired round boards. This is the only one left with the metal repair, but the one with the wood repair is available too. So I've got 2 left out of 5. $24.95. I said I wanted to offer some of y'all some lower prices because I know not everybody can afford a $50 board, and I totally understand. These are the last of my metal pieces from the trunks too. But anyways, I thought the whole vibe together was very European cottage. Loving it. I guess maybe that's what we're going to go with for fall. European cottage it is. Melissa said hopefully she's going to get to use the brushes today. She got some of the Klingon brushes, and she had a question. I wanted to show you all real quick. She sent me a picture. She grabbed an R14 or 12, I can't remember which one, and sent me a picture of the gray string, and she's like, do I leave this on or do I cut that off? Y'all, if you buy Klingon brushes, do not cut off the gray string. It actually helps keep that round shape round instead of the brush splaying out there. And then if you see, it comes and wraps around the bottom, and it just helps keep everything secure. So don't cut your gray strings on your Klingons. They come on all the round ones. All right. I have got 2 rolling pins. These are already up and listed as well in the Shop the Hall collection that I've dropped. And we're just going to paint up the handles. They're listed to be painted, $12.95 each. And I was thinking we would do some DIY cherry picked because I have not used it forever. My table is obviously not level. Good morning, Jackie. But look at that beautiful purple. Kind of matches my shirt too. And then somebody requested some mustard. Now DIY doesn't have a true mustard, but I wanted to try mixing Queen Bee with some of the Van Gogh making powder and see if we can't get a mustard out of that. If the making powder doesn't quite get us there, I know Summer Crush will, which is an orange. So let's do it. Stephanie said she never finds rolling pins anymore. Same girl, same. Look at the prices on these that I paid because I was desperate. And now they're not even in my booth. I've been trying to find like, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, a collection for my booth. I'm finding like 2. Frustrating. Somebody told everybody to go buy the rolling pins. Now I can find some pretty antique ones at my antique mall, but they want like $10, $15 a piece for them. I just can't do that. Melissa said she loves my shirt. Thank you, Melissa. This is actually from a company called EE Chic, and I will have a clothing haul up on my lifestyle channel either tonight or tomorrow. So there will be a link to where you can buy this with a little fun discount code from me. And that'll be on my lifestyle channel, not this channel. If y'all don't follow my lifestyle channel, go check it out. It is linked down below. Okay. let's do, we'll grab an R12, R14. Those are rolling pins and Orlando prices. So Teresa's in Florida, and she said this is the normal price for rolling pins there. I was down in Florida for Creative Con in June, and we went thrifting, and prices were definitely higher than they are here in Kansas. But, y'all, I went to the Goodwill the other day, and they were insane. Insane. In fact, I made a reel on that. Their prices were ridiculous. Like, there was a little ceramic bird figurine for $5.99. No. So I don't know what's up with that. I've got another thrift store here in town that I like, called God's Storehouse, but I've been treated poorly there before, unfortunately. It's been a long time ago, but it really left a bad taste in my mouth, so I don't go there as often. So I'm just getting the sticker off of this real quick. Teresa said her Goodwill is crazy priced too. I think they just, they're a bigger company. I like to support my local thrift stores more, for sure, and the prices are always better. We unfortunately don't have a ton here in Topeka, but my favorite one is good. Okay, now I'm gonna take. This is not 100% necessary. You don't have to sand when you're using DIY paint. It's a clay-based paint, and it's super, super thick, and it's highly pigmented. So the coverage is really good. No sanding, no priming required, but I can feel like a little bit of like greasy oil on this. I'm just going to. Just because it's easy and fast. Oh, Jackie knows Teresa. Okay, okay. We're all friends here. So Stephanie, she says if I do my clothing haul tonight, try not to do it during her live. You two usually are at the same time. I did not know that. Me and Sammy are going to hang out next week, so I can't wait to go catch up with her. And I'll talk to her about what time she's been going. But mine will actually be an edited video anyway, so don't worry. You can always watch it whenever you would like. Teresa said she needs to have a thrifting day. Girl, do it. I went out, like I said, I went out twice this week. They tagged me in a post yesterday. Where are all my towels? They tagged me in a post yesterday, the thrift store did. Here they are. And said, hey, y'all check out one of our frequent shoppers. Here's our social media, blah, blah, blah. And by the way, we've restocked the store. They got me. They tagged me, and then they talked about a restock, and they totally got me. So I went, but I'm glad I did, because I found some good things yesterday. Again, not a lot, but some good quality stuff. Drop me a comment. Let me know, do rolling pins still sell in your area? I have been buying and painting and flipping and selling rolling pins since I started this thing. They still sell pretty well for me, more locally than they do online. So if these don't sell online, I'll probably just take them into my booth next week. But I know a lot of my online audience buys their own. So drop me a comment. Are rolling pins still selling in your area? Oh, so Jackie is in Utah. They have the Desiree Industries, which I've heard Jamie talk about. Yep, sure have. So this thrift haul that I did yesterday, I went shopping. I didn't go live, but I did film some footage. So next week's thrift haul, there will be some shopping footage, me sitting down, showing the items, and then flipping them, which is going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of editing, but I'm confident. I'm getting better and faster at editing. Usually when I do an edited thrift haul, I show the item and then I show what I do to it. But this week I've got some shopping in there too, so we'll see if y'all like that. I did some nice slow filming, and then I can sit there and do voiceovers and talk about the things I'm showing. So it should be good. And I'm going to have a woods video up tomorrow with 2 new projects. No candlesticks, no decor boards, no risers, new projects. I'm super excited. In fact, that's why I'm kind of rushing today, because I need to go finish filming, and I'm excited to go do it. Okay, cherry picked. Here we go. Beautiful, beautiful maroon color. This Klingon what do I have, the 14 or the 12? The R14. I like using the round brushes for spindles and stuff. They really hug the curves well. If you've ever painted rolling pin handles, they're not the easiest thing in the world because they spin. Let's focus. Oh, this is such a pretty color. It's been forever since I used this. I used to actually paint little side tables and stuff with it. I don't know why I haven't used it in a long time. Because it's sold. Does purple sell in your area? Drop me a comment there. Purple sells for me. I guess I do it in my booth sometimes too, but it always sells online. I feel like purple lovers are very dedicated people. Stephanie says she loves shopping with me. It saves her money. Well, good, doll. You know, I really try to be fair with my prices. Oh, shopping with me, like, I see what you're saying. Shopping along with me. They are fun. I try not to do too many shopping videos. I feel like they can get kind of monotonous, but it's always fun to go live. I'm always a silly goose. How pretty is that? Looks really good with that light wood. It looks really good with this green. Yes, yes, yes. It looks really, really good with the dark wood. Jackie says the Klingon brushes are amazing. Yes, they are. So they're a synthetic bristle brush, which helps really reduce brush strokes, especially when you're using really thick clay or chalk-based paint. Now, I don't mind brush strokes. If something's hand painted, I think, you know, that's just part of the deal. But I know some people aren't huge on a bunch of texture. So the synthetic bristle is really good for minimizing the brush strokes. And then they're like self-cleaning, basically. You just stick them in water overnight, and the paint just falls out of them. I use them a lot when I'm using milk paint, because milk paint is way harder to get out of your brush. My tummy's growling. I'm hungry. I don't know if y'all can hear that. Did it pick that up on the audio? It's funny what my phone picks up sometimes. Tracy says that purple is gorgeous. Stephanie says no, maybe for a girl's room, so I'm thinking she doesn't use it or sell it, the purple. Now, like, you know, lavender color purple is pretty too. I'm not a fan of like neon purples, super bright purples. I like rich, deep purples with more, I guess, blue than red. All right, I'm gonna dry these up real quick with my heat gun. What are y'all up to this weekend? I've got a ton of filming to do. I'm not going to be doing anything. Well, it's exciting to me, but I'm not going to be doing anything too crazy. Stephanie likes this purple too. I figured y'all would. DIY Paint does not have a lot of purples. They've got this one and then French Millinery, which is a lighter, like, gray, smoky purple. But then they've also got now this purple making powder. So I don't use a lot of this kind of purple. I have used that though. Moody rolling pins, who knew? I don't know why purple or the color purple just reminds me of a mood. It's a whole mood. Okay, pretty. We'll let that dry for a second here. And I'm only going to do one coat. I'll just dress them here in a second. And that, look at that coverage. That's one coat of coverage. And that paint did soak right into the wood. Jeez Louise. My hair is wild today. We're wild today. All right, let's mix up a little bit of mustard. So this is Queen Bee opening a new container. So I will be using this for fall. Now that it's open. Woof! And it's a beautiful gold rich yellow. I don't know, and this is Van Gogh. This is a making powder. So this is a lot like the Decrepit Dust powder form from DIY, but they are really vibrant, bright colors. And you can add them into all kinds. You can add them into wax or the patina. You can dip a little bit of water on your brush and they'll kind of make a watercolor. I don't know where my popsicle sticks are, so we're going to use my mail opener. It's fine. I thought I was prepared today. All right, so I've got just the tiniest bit of paint here in the cup. Stop selling me more paint products. Sorry, Teresa, it's my job. And then I'm just gonna tap a little bit in here. It doesn't take a lot. We'll see what we come up with. Excuse me. I think I either got making powder in my nose or my hair is driving me crazy. See, that's almost turning it just more orange. I think it's a little too bright, so I am going to throw in a little bit of Summer Crush. I did not close this well last week, apparently. So this is what happens to a clay-based paint when you don't close your, sorry, I definitely got making powder in my nose. That's what happens to DIY paint if you don't close your lid well. But if that happens, do not throw it out. You're going to take that and you're going to put it right there on the lid. You're going to save that for later, and it's going to make amazing texture. I'll throw it in a Ziploc bag or something, or like a little plastic Tupperware. All right, just a drop of this. The rest of it's fine. It got a little thick, but I did not get that lid on well. That's looking better. A little better, still kind of bright. You had me at patina. I need a shirt that says that. I am not a master paint mixer. Fun fact. I took 0 art classes. What's going on with my hair back here, y'all? This is, sorry if it's driving you nuts that I'm messing with it, but it's driving me nuts. Can you add water to the chunk? Yes, Melissa. So, while we're talking about this, you could take this chunk of paint and put it in the little Tupperware bowl, something that's going to seal really well, like this one screws on. Add water to it, stir it up really well, let it sit for a few days. After a few days, go back and check it, stir it up really well if you need to, maybe add a little bit more water, let it sit for a few days. DIY paint will reconstitute itself. Even if this was completely dry and like clay, like hardened mud, if you sit there and kind of break it up, you know, something like this, and break that paint up, dump it in a Tupperware, put some water in it, stir it up, you'll have paint again in a couple of weeks. Isn't that crazy? In fact, if you all follow Melissa Morrow, Vintage Bee Design, I think she's the one that did it, made a reel on it. Or was it Debbie? One of the two made a reel on how to reconstitute the paint, and my mind was blown. Okay, so this is still looking really orange. That's not very like mustard to me, so I'm gonna add just a touch of layered chocolate. Do we think that's the right call? Melissa said she threw some away and then stopped. Yeah, don't throw it away, Melissa. Reconstitute it. I asked if it was the right call and then I just did it anyway. That's better. Okay, so I threw in some nice dark brown. That's a much better mustard color. There we go. Whew. So y'all don't be afraid to play with your paint. Like I said, I'm not the best paint mixer here, color mixer. Ugh. But we get it done. I always start with little batches like this, and it doesn't always come out right. And I usually do it on edited videos. Ah. But I like that. Now hopefully it's enough to cover the handles. Yeah, that's good. That's good, that's good. So this is a mix of Queen Bee. I think you can just leave the making powder out. It just made it brighter. A little drop of Summer Crush and a little drop of Layered Chocolate. Teresa says, does it come out of clothes? The DIY paint? It can, if you catch it right away. Now that this is a white shirt and this is like bright yellow paint, like actual mustard, is really hard to get out of your clothes. I don't know if I'd be able to, but if you get it fast enough and really, really like douse it with water, you can. Most of the time. If it sits overnight or you wash and dry it, it's over with. Oops. Oopsie. Yep, I like that. Now watch this. Prettier those two colors together. Usually I ask y'all what colors you want me to use. Today I had it in mind already. And I know that these colors are not really with my European cottage vibe I had showing you here. But I wanted to give you some other options. Show you some colors of DIY that I don't normally use. Teresa, if I'm not careful, we're going to find out if it comes out of clothes. So cute. All right, so I'm going to dry this up. We will wax the handles, and then I'm going to use some Sweet Pickins oil wax on the bodies of the rolling pins, so they will not be food safe anymore. I could use hemp oil, and they would still stay food safe, but I want to use the dark oil wax. Where can I put this clumpy paint? We're just going to leave it in the lid for right now. It's not going anywhere. I'm going to leave the lid off of that by my drink so I don't forget about it once I'm done being live. Girl, your shirt looks amazing on you. Thank you, Cindy. This is one of my favorite ones. I was telling the girls, I don't know if you were on. It's from a company called EE Chic. EE Chic. That's hard to say. But I'm going to do a haul on my lifestyle channel tonight or tomorrow, and there will be a link to this shirt. And they're super affordable and good quality. I would touch it, see how soft it is, but paint all over myself. But I got a couple dresses, and I got a couple of shirts and some joggers, so it was a fun little haul. Hey, Tammy Weber, how are you? You're catching me here at the end of my time today, but I definitely catch the replay. We just did a European cottage haul, thrift haul, and now I'm just painting up some rolling pin handles I've got listed on my site that I needed to get done. Stephanie wants to see the mustard dry. I got you, girl. Tammy's good. Awesome to hear that, Tammy. Tammy, what colors are you decorating with for fall? I think I've heard from about everybody else. Yes, this is gorgeous. So I just mixed up a little bit of a mustard color here by mixing, I already forgot, Queen Bee, a drop of Summer Crush, and a drop of Layered Chocolate, and it gave me a really pretty mustard color. And I had like 10 drops of Queen Bee. Tammy doesn't know what she's decorating with for fall yet. That's okay, girl. It's still early. It's only August. There, the colors dry. How pretty are those? All right. Oh my goodness, you guys. I'm so sorry. My nose is driving me crazy. Let's go with some dark oil wax on the body of the rolling pins. And then we'll we'll do clear wax on the purple. And dark wax on the mustard. Stephanie likes it. Good deal. Oh, good. Jeannie got the big basket and the granny shawl. Her grandma used to use those back in the day. I thought it was a little like crocheted shawl. Thank you, Jeannie. I appreciate it. Okay. I have some new chip brushes somewhere. Here they are. And they're kind of big, but I'm gonna make it work. We'll start with the handles. And I got a nice new tub of wax that I opened yesterday. That's always a good feeling. So when you're using your wax and your paint and stuff, I highly recommend to take a small amount out of your container and work off of a plate or the lid or something, so you don't contaminate your paints and your waxes. Since they're all natural products, they can get smelly, or I could start to get purple and yellow into my clear wax, which I don't want. So I've got just a little bit of clear wax here on the end of my chip brush, and I'm just going to brush over this purple. Now you'll notice that the color darkens up and deepens up when it gets wet again. But as it dries, it will lighten a little closer back to that dry color. With some of these darker colors, the purples, some of the teals and rich blues, after you wax them, there can be some, almost blotchiness as they dry. Don't panic if that happens. Give it a good 24 hours. I didn't distress these. Okay. Give it a good 24 hours and that will even back out. I said I was going to distress them, but I don't think I'll distress this purple one, because I already waxed it. We'll distress the yellow. But I love wax. It's my favorite sealer because it's very forgiving. After it's dried for 24, 48 hours, you go back through with a brush or a rag and buff it, and you can get it to be shinier, or it can stay more matte looking. But it's a lot more forgiving than a top coat, a liquid top coat. I'm not worried about drips and runs. I like wax. Okay, so that's super simple. Now with this one, we'll do a little distressing because I forgot on the purple one. Pull 220 grit sandpaper. And we'll just go through and knock some of this back to the natural wood. Now, since it's yellow, it's a little hard to see, but I'll use the dark oil wax on it, and that'll grab the wood a little differently than it grabs the paint, and it'll give us some variety. That almost looks black right now, but it will lighten back up. Oh my goodness. So I was searching Pinterest last night. You know, sometimes I'll just lay in bed and kind of scroll, wind down at the end of the day, get some inspiration, whatever. And I found black cutting boards, painted just plain black, really matte, hanging next to some wood ones, and I'm in love. So stay tuned for that. All right, so a little bit of distressing, pulled back a little bit of that wood. And now I'm going to take, this is Sweet Pickens oil wax. So it's a liquid wax, a little bit different. I'm gonna pour a little bit here onto a rag because I don't want it to be too dark. And we're gonna rub this on the wood and on the paint. I was gonna use DIY dark wax, but I'll use the oil wax on the whole thing. So the DIY and the Sweet Pickens products both play really well together. You can see how that just antiques it. It really sits down in any of the little nicks and dings and makes this rolling pin look a lot older. Oh yes, a lot older than it is. And this is buildable, so after you do a layer, if it's not dark enough for you, let it dry, really for several hours, and then you can do another coat and darken it up. Melissa just asked if I save my favorites on Pinterest. Melissa, I am terrible at Pinterest. I don't understand it very well. Like, I have a business page. I always forget to pin my stuff. I don't know how to save stuff for you guys. Let me do some research on that. Trying to manage all the social media platforms is just a lot. Okay, I'm gonna hit the ends here. I will say this with the oil wax, it's an oil-based product, so if you're disposing of your rags, you need to make sure you're disposing of them properly in like a sealed metal container. Lay them out in the driveway, let them dry completely in the sun. If you wad these rags up and throw them in the trash can, they can be combustible. Jeannie said that Pinterest is aggravating to her too. I mean, I can scroll Pinterest all day. I search for recipes, search for inspiration, but man, I'm like trying to, I don't know, figuring out my business page on there has been a bit of a struggle. I need to get with Dion Woods and Cami and do more research and the Creative Connection on that, because I know they're big Pinterest people. Okay, now I'm going to take that same dark oil wax. First though, I'm going to give it a barrier just so it doesn't soak in too much. I'm going to throw a little clear wax on here before I do my dark wax, just so I have more control. Otherwise that paint's going to soak that dark oil wax up just more than I want. Then the dark oil wax right over the clear wax. Melissa doesn't really like Pinterest either. Pinterest is a great tool. I don't dislike it. I just don't know how to use it, which then I act like I don't like it because I don't understand it. It's one of my toxic traits. So you can see how much it richened that paint up and the wood. These woods were about the same colors before. Delicious. And now these look a lot older than they really are. Definitely worth $12.95 now. And they were so quick and easy to do that since I paid up for them a little bit, oh well. It's life. It was a great opportunity to show y'all some new colors. So Jackie loves Pinterest. She pins everything. I know like a lot of my crafty DIY friends really love Pinterest. Like I love creating. I'm not super crafty, I wouldn't say. I mean, I like to craft, but it's not my strongest suit. But yes, Pinterest is great for my crafty friends. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And then let's do the dark oil wax on this one too. And we're gonna call it a day because I managed to be live for 53 minutes anyway. I was thinking it was gonna be like 30. I just talk. Good morning, Destiny. Do you think painted breadboards will become trendy, and is DIY paint food safe to use on them? I've seen Debbie eat the paint. Hello, Destiny. Good morning. You are late. Be sure to catch the replay. We did a fun European cottage haul. And actually, I just talked about how I saw matte black painted decor boards and how I was absolutely in love. Do I think they're going to be trending? Yes. I think we should all hop on the trend before it gets over popular? Yes. Is DIY paint food safe? No. It is all natural, only 9 ingredients, which is why Miss Debbie Beard ate it. It doesn't taste good, I've heard. But Sweet Pickins milk paint is food safe. And there's a gorgeous color called Lantern, and this is what I'm going to be using to paint my decor boards, which will make them a breadboard or a, whatever, and not a decor board. I will be sealing them with a Sweet Pickins hemp oil because it is food safe as well. I hope that answers your question. Stephanie said the mustard's perfect. Yay! So, like I said, I'm not a master color mixer. I struggle sometimes, but you never know until you just try it. And if you had any kind of art school, or art classes, or did anything like that, you'd probably be a much better color mixer than me already. Melissa said she thinks I need to come to Alabama to decorate her house. I'm down. Let me know when. Sammy, Unicorn Dust Designs. I know several of you know who she is. If you don't, go follow her. I'm going to go see her next week, but she had a great idea the other day. I don't know if I should even say it out loud. But she's like, have you ever considered doing like a consultation for booth restyling? That's a good idea. So dark oil wax is getting onto the handles of these two, so it's probably going to be a little darker up by the handle. That's fine. It's going to make it look a little more patinaed. We won't be able to tell very well until those are dry. I will put final pictures of these once all the oil wax and handles are completely dried up in community, and I will update the pictures on my listing. That's about all I got today, y'all. I'm going to drop the haul collection one more time. Everything I showed you today is in it, and that way if you're catching the replay or you see something you love, you can go grab that. But if y'all wouldn't mind, hit the thumbs up for me, drop a comment, let me know what your favorite item was from the haul, and then send this video out to a friend. All of those things are going to help my channel grow, help me continue to be motivated to make content. I had 3 videos last week. I'll have 3 videos up this week. We're going live. We're doing the darn thing. And I appreciate y'all so much. Sales have been great. My creative community has been interacting. I've been making so many friends and growing. And I can't say thank you enough. I get to wake up every single day and do what I love. And it's thanks to you guys. So y'all have a good weekend. I'll get out of my feels. If you, you're welcome for the answer, Destiny. Destiny, if you have any more questions, feel free to PM me, or you can drop them here in the live chat and I'll answer them for you. But, what'd I say? Oh, y'all have a great weekend. And I will be back tomorrow with an edited video on my channel. Y'all have fun. Be safe this weekend. I will see y'all later. I can't get out of here. Oh, there's too much junk. Bye, friends.